Good morning, driver. Welcome to this test run of 375601. You'll be practicing the full passenger service procedure today, so you'll be calling out all stations between Faversham and Sheerness, but not accepting passengers. Step the cab and ease into the platform. Your head code is 5001 and starting signal is 005. Enjoy! So 5001. So in the cab. So we're in the 375 EP by Armstrong Powerhouse. So enter the master key by Shift W, reverser to neutral. Reset the AWS. Wait for the GSMR to warm up. Activate DOO. I'm going with yes. Driver ID. That's route code. I'll put 9 service. And send. So taking a look outside, we have our headlights on. It says out of service. And we're in the 375 test livery. So yeah, this scenario is set in the time when 375s or the Electrostars were being introduced onto the National Rail Network to replace the Slammers, one on the right. So set the GSMR, enter. That should register as 5001, DRA off, reverse station forward, boost the brake, power to notch 2. So as parting the carriage sidings here at Faversham, we have 0.2 miles to Faversham, our first stop. So yeah, we are due into platform 1 in Faversham. So in a stream, someone asked me if I had the slammers. I said no, and now the answer is yes, because I now do have slammers. Yeah, so slammers allow me to do more varied scenarios like in the past. Like, up until the slammers, I only could do like really modern scenarios with javelins, 377s, 375s, and that's it, and 465s. Just wanted to have more variants. Like go back in time before the pandemic, and before 450s and such. So aiming to stop at the 4-car stop sign. So yeah, we're going from Faversham to Sheerness. Signal up ahead is a danger. So brake to notch 3, reverser to neutral, DRA on, and press T. So platform duties here at Faversham are complete. We have a single yellow, which means we can depart. So departing Faversham, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour, and we have about 4 miles to Tainham, our next stop. So yeah, as said earlier, we're just doing like a test run in a new 375 that Southeastern have ordered. So we're definitely going to see a lot of slammers. And maybe more 375s on test. So joining the up main towards London, the speed limit is 60 miles an hour. So in this stream I already did this, like a test run, but I came from the other direction from Strood. And this time we're coming from the other direction from Faversham. Also need to remember that the next signal might be a danger, which has cleared to yellow. So yeah, stopping at all stations, so Faversham, Tainham, Sittingbourne, Kemsley, Swale, Queenborough, Sheerness-on-Sea. Arriving at 7:41. Speed limit now is 35 miles an hour. And we have a double yellow. So we need to stop at the next signal. I think the train in front is from Ramsgate to Victoria. Because I don't think the HS1 connection existed back then. So there were no trains to St Pancras, no Javelins, no nothing. Just Victoria. On the South Eastern Main Line. So yeah, we'll be chasing yellows all the way to Sittingbourne probably. Maybe Tainham. And the Slammer from Victoria to Canterbury East to Charlie 67. So we've got double yellow. Yeah, Slammers don't particularly have very good acceleration compared to these. So it will the train in front will be travelling quite slowly. Hopefully the train in front isn't an all stoppers either. Too. So 2 miles to Tainham. I wonder if anything will overtake in Tainham. Yeah, I did a bit of scenario. I forgot the scenario creator's name. I'll put it in the description below. Or maybe somewhere on screen, probably. Oh yeah, I should also say that we are on the London to Faversham high speed route. So the route runs from St Pancras to Faversham via HS1. But today we're only going from Faversham to Sheerness-on-Sea on the Sheppey. So yeah, 375s. I don't think I've ever been on a 375. I mean, I've seen 375s in Victoria, but I've never seen one. I mean, but I've never been on one. I assume they're not too different from 377s. Because I've been on the 377 between Clapham Junction and Watford Junction. And I think it's... what was it? I think it was Farringdon to Blackfriars. In the Thameslink Core. I think Tainham is a station on the loop. Or maybe it's not. I also need to slow down. Yeah, I should have booked a bit earlier. So yeah, this is Tainham Station. I think the place I'm thinking of is Newington, after Sittingbourne. So aiming just over the 4-car stop sign. So there's 4-car stop sign on the left. Gently just call up to it and travel into Tainham. Okay, platform duties are complete. There's no need to close the doors because this is a test run. So the next station stop will be Sittingbourne in about 3 miles. So departing Newington? No. Tainham. Departing Tainham, the speed limit is 90 miles an hour. And we have about 3 miles to Sittingbourne, where we come off the southeastern main line and head towards Sheerness-on-Sea. So yeah, this scenario is available on alan.sim.com. It's called 5001704 Faversham to Sheerness-on-Sea, created by Bill Dalton 898. So yeah, I'll put a link to it in the description. Was I meant to open the doors? I don't think I was. I think the thing we're going for in this test run is to see how fast it's... I think it's to give the driver the experience of doing a passenger run. I wonder if like 10 to 15 years ago the service from Sheerness to Sittingbourne was extended to Faversham or something. Maybe it's just a test run. Something in my nose, I can't get it out. Like snot or something. So yeah, next stop, Sittingbourne. Platform 1. Then we go right towards Kemsley and Swale and Queenborough, then Sheerness. So yeah, 375 Tesla over it. It's just a 375 in complete white, like the Penlinos are now. So yeah, this train is formed of 4 coaches, so 375, 601. And we have a very nice interior passenger view. Southeastern white and blue. And the default cab. How's that slowing down for Sittingbourne? Slow down for Sittingbourne, if I could English. So Sittingbourne has a station code of SIT. After that we'll be coming off to the Sheerness branch. So Kemsley, Swale, Queenborough, Sheerness. So there's a slammer going to Faversham to Foxtrot 04, probably from Victoria. A Cannon Street. Oh, I also have trains from Cannon Street and Charing Cross. I think Charing Cross. Arrival into Sittingbourne. Okay, station duties at Sittingbourne are complete. So departing Sittingbourne, the speed limit is 90 miles an hour. I do have about another 2 miles to Kemsley. Yeah, we're warning of 20 miles an hour as we come off the southeastern main line towards Sheerness. And we're already doing like twice the speed limit. So yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get to Sheerness. So current time is 7:17, or due in at 7:41, so about 20 minutes. Yeah, I should have slowed down earlier. So it is 1 to 64 as we descend out of Sittingbourne towards Sheerness. Very steep gradient. As a line joining from the left is from Rochester and Chatham. Speed limit is now increasing to 75 miles an hour. Put the power to maximum so we can accelerate to 35. Kemsley is in a mile. So I think accelerate to about 50 and then brake. So yeah, I like the job Dovetail did with the route. It looks very nice and it runs really smoothly. So getting about 40 FPS. So yeah, streams. Streams will be on Thursday and Saturday. Starting from 5 PM. So 5 PM British time. You can figure out in your own time zone. Even though I think most people that watch me are British, so it doesn't really matter about time zone. Yeah, I broke way too late for Kemsley. Okay, stop, please. Although these platforms are really long for some reason. I think it's for like a seaside boat train thing. Even though most people these days have cars, so it's kind of pointless. Kind of like Blackpool. There used to be like really long boat trains in Blackpool, even though today you can just drive a car. Most people can drive a car. If getting a license wasn't so expensive. Okay, platform duties are complete, so press R to close the doors. Reverse your forward and power to notch 3. So next stop is Swale in 2 miles. So yeah, these stations are really close together. On this tiny little branch line. And there's a guy with his feet in the pit platform. Well, one foot is anyway. So next stop is Swale, over the lift bridge, where we cross onto the Isle of Sheppey. So Swale, Queenborough, and then Sheerness. So Sittingbourne to Sheerness is 7.70 miles, and the stopping train takes about 20 minutes to complete it. So yeah, today the service frequency on this route is 1 train every hour using a 466. Maybe a 375 sometimes. I'm not sure if there are direct trains to Victoria or not from here. There might be. If not, you can just change a Sittingbourne. There's also a Faversham coming up. So yeah, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a slammer or a 375? Because the thing about 375s is that they have more capacity, I think. They have better performance and they're a lot safer. Because the train is made out of wood, which can easily catch fire. But I don't know, I don't live in London. I haven't been to London in about 5 years. So I don't know what slammers are like. Well, in terms of comfort, I think a slammer will be more comfortable because of the cushiony seats, which are a giant fire hazard. Now approaching Swale. I think I should stop at the end, even though I'm not really sure where the exit is. I think I have been down here before once, in a car. But I think it was about 10 years ago or something. So arrival is Swale, which has to be one of the most pointless stations in England. So departing Swale, the speed limit is 30 miles an hour, and we have about 2 miles to Queenborough. So we're going over a lift bridge and into the Isle of Sheppey. So gently bring our speed up to 30 miles an hour so we don't speed. 29 and 30. So yeah, that's the lift bridge with the traffic lights. So yeah, the passenger view. The passenger view is very comfortable. Well, in terms of Electrostar standards. So speed limit is shortly going up to 25 miles an hour. And yeah, try not to go too quickly because Queenborough is coming up. So yeah, while I was setting Sittingbourne, the train from Sheerness did arrive. So we have the line all to ourselves. Yeah, the line, it looks really nice. I bet it looks even nicer in real life with some actual scenery. Yeah, back on the cab, it's just a straight line all the way to Queenborough. So our speed limit is going down to 35, about half a mile. So I need to make sure to brake for it. Yeah, I wonder why the FP track pack didn't install on this route. So just left with the dirty, filthy dovetail track. Passing yellow, which means we need to stop at the next signal, which is in Queensborough, or just after the platform. So Queensborough platforms are just up ahead. If I could actually English. So this is Queensborough station. So platform duties here at Queenborough are complete, and press R to close the doors. Rest forward and power to notch 2. So departing Queenborough, the speed limit is going down to 15 miles an hour, and we have about 2 miles to Sheerness-on-Sea, where the service terminates. So accelerate to 50 and then shut off the power. So yeah, the line will go back to single track to Sheerness. So Sheerness platform 2. And the third rail is in the track for some reason. Speed limit is also going up to 35 miles an hour. And we can accelerate to that now. Yeah, quite a few sidings around Queenborough. I wonder what they're for, if anything. Going up to 60 miles an hour. Yeah, due into Sheerness at 7:41:40, and we're about a minute early. Okay, so far we have 0 spads, 0 crashes, and 0 game dumps. So it's going well pretty far. It's going well so far, but there's time yet. Maybe the game might dump as we just enter Sheerness. So accelerate to 60 and then cut back on the throttle. And speed limit is going down to 30 as we curve round into Sheerness. I think there's like a scrap metal place here at Sheerness, of some sort of industry. So speed limit is 15 going into the yard, and we curve right towards the station. So we're due into platform 2, probably the disused platform, because trains normally use platform 1. Because I think it's closest to the exit. Yep. It's signal yellow with a route indicator of 3. No, 2. What did it say 3? Start something down for 15. Yeah, I think that 15 is a bit close to the junction. We probably just hit it on the way out. So yeah, this is Sheerness-on-Sea, where this service terminates. So to subscribe for more train sim content, follow me on Twitter for future video updates, join my Discord for chat and support. Live streams will be on Thursdays and Saturdays at 5 PM. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time after we arrive into Sheerness-on-Sea. How far away is the sea? I don't think it's too far. Like, what's the distance between the station and the sea? I don't want to hit the buffers. Just come in at a brisk 5 miles an hour. Yeah, don't hit the old-fashioned buffers. So arrival into Sheerness.